Hello, I'm Keyoka, the awkward black nomad. I'm a writer, I'm a dog mom, and I travel solo. This December, I am doing 25 days of vlogmas, which means I'm going to give you a new video every day for 25 days. And as you can see, I'm giving you bedroom attire because I'm recording this in the middle of the night. Is it kind of giving Tracy Collins? Is it giving? I need a red lip. If I want to give Tracy Collins, I need a red lip. Speaking of, so Tracy Collins will actually be on the channel if you tune in Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central. We're going to have a special guest. I'm very excited about it. Go ahead and like the video just cause. Drop down in the comment section as you do. We are talking travel planning. So as you guys may know, in 2026, I'm planning a trip through Latin America. I'm going to take you completely through my planning process, and hopefully some of this information will be helpful for you. All right, so it's getting techy. So here is my current itinerary. I have added a section for events, but then also if I'm planning to go to other countries, I have it in this section here. These are just ideas. These are holidays coming up. So the time that I'm deciding to be in Panama is actually going to be during Carnival. Now, I'm from New Orleans and I heard that Carnival is similar to Mardi Gras. So I'm curious, but I'm also concerned because Mardi Gras can be overwhelming. So I'm an introvert, obviously, you know, this is the channel for introverts. And Mardi Gras can be overwhelming, but you have to know where to go in New Orleans to get and I can do a little bit of the parade situation. I don't really know where to go in Panama when I'm getting peopled out. So I don't know. I'm kind of concerned about it. Another thing is I discovered that between the month of December to, I want to say April, is actually their dry season. So Panama is very wet and rainy, and their dry season is usually high tourist season, which means prices are going to go up and there's going to be a lot of people. So I'm concerned. I am going to bring you over to the planning section. So this is actually where I've kind of narrowed down a few of the things that I want to do in this column. The reason why I said I'm concerned is because I decided to stay in Panama City. It is my understanding that Panama City is a little congested, so I'm kind of concerned about that. During my time there, I would like to see Boquete and also a city called David. I may split my time up from Panama City to David. I'm thinking maybe I'll do like a month and a half in Panama City and then like the remainder of the time in David, since I heard that it's like very chill. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just go there and catch a vibe. We'll see. So as I've mentioned in the previous video, I actually break down my itinerary based on the month, and I have a separate sheet for each month that I'm going to be there. For the purposes of this video, I filled it in a little bit for the month of February. So this is kind of how I organize the sheet. The beginning of the journey, I'm going to stick my flight info up here. So this is like just going to be a section where I have quick information, where I'm just going to have little reminders for myself. Sometimes I think for whatever reason, I don't know why, but like being at the airport, I get really anxious. And so I like not having to look through my email to find things. So this will be a section where I just kind of stick important information that I might need, little reminders for myself. When I'm traveling, I can just look at that. I also have some notes here about buying a Metro card. And right below it is where I'm going to stick my accommodations. So I didn't put anything here because I haven't decided on a place. But what I would usually do is look the accommodations up and then peek around the neighborhood to see like food, if there's any parks nearby. And we can just do that. We just do that together, y'all. We can do that together. One of the places that I picked was actually in this neighborhood. Let me see if I can find the tab. Right. So it's actually in the La Cresta neighborhood. Let me move my head. I stick my head somewhere else. So the reason why I picked the accommodation here is because it's a little further inland, and near university, which is not bad, but it has this park space that I was interested in because of the doggies. I mentioned in a previous video, I don't really like to stay in places where there's probably tourists. I actually don't like to stay on the beach. I have a video on my channel where I talk about staying in Barcelona and being literally footsteps away from the beach, and that was too much. Lots of tourists. It was a very busy area. There was actually like a parade right outside of my window at 7 a.m. and it was just not a pleasant experience. So I probably won't stay on the beach, even though that's probably where you might want to stay. Like maybe that's your vibe. But this neighborhood looks really chill. So basically what I do is I'll look up where the Airbnb is. Sometimes I zoom in like a stalker to see if I can figure out what street it's on. And then what I love about Google is you could actually do one of these and look at what the street looks like. This is not the actual street, but this is a street that's in the neighborhood. What I like is that there is a lot of greenery. Oh, that's a truck. What I like is that this is a place where there's lots of greenery and it'll be good for the doggies. I also like to just look through and see like if there's any interesting photos of the area. To see like, could this be my new little home for a while? Yeah, kind of basic, but I just stalk it. I stalk the area. Another thing I do, if I do find the street, so like let's say hypothetically that the Airbnb is on this street, right? Just really random. I like to look for restaurants in the area, right? So like this is a restaurant and I'm like, ooh, I could walk there. Or, ooh, this is a gallery. This is a gallery that I might want to check out. So I just kind of spy on the area. So if there's any like coffee shops nearby, if there's any food places, stores, like this is a shopping mall that it doesn't look like it's too difficult to get to. I'll also look for, okay, how far is it from the metro station? The mall looks like it's over here. So this place looks like there seems to be like a bus stop here. I kind of just look at the area. Even like the path to the beach doesn't look that far. So if I do want to go to the beach one day, it doesn't look like it's like a far journey. And there seems to be a lot of like bus stops and like the metro station is right here. Getting around the city looks pretty doable just looking at this overview of the map. Yeah, so hypothetically, if I choose to live in this area, I kind of have an awareness of the surroundings. So what I would do is, like, let's say this is the place that I really wanted to go to. There's two ways you could go about this. I would usually save it. I would create a list. These are actually lists that I've saved already, but I would create a list for Panama City and I would stick it on there. I would actually head over to my spreadsheet and I would stick it over here too. If it's like an activity that I want to do, I'll actually put a link to it here too as well. And that's just because I like to have everything in one place. So yeah, I might have my maps open, but I may also be looking through the spreadsheet trying to plan out my day one day and need to know like different things in the area. So this is also helpful for me because when I get to a new location, I like to stay inside a little bit. Like I don't really like to go anywhere. I need to know like where the grocery store is or if there's any like see there's like a hospital really close. There's a fresco market. So now let's go back to my list of things that I wanted to do, right? So I have some good stuff on here. I found out you could go see the sloths. If y'all don't know nothing about me, I love sloths. That's on the list. Chocolate making, very excited about that. I have some museums on here. So every list that I've looked at has listed the bio museum. So what I would do is probably not the first week, maybe toward the end of the first week. Maybe toward the end of the first week. I'm gonna be fair to myself. I'm gonna stick the bio museum on there. Now I'm heading back to the map. And I like to, in the event that I need tickets for the bio museum, it looks like I do. So I would usually stick a link to the museum I want to go to in the spreadsheet. We go ahead and do that for her. So that way it's just easy to get to. I also like to put the cost. So this is interesting. So what's the conversion? What are these? Hold on. Let me tell you, real time research. The Balboa. Okay, so what's the conversion from Balboa to USD? Oh my God. If y'all don't know, oh, it's the same. Oh, it costs the same. Oh, so it's $20 to go to the museum. First of all, Panama is not a budget destination. Let's start there. So I would basically just stick $20 in there just so I know, okay, if I'm going to the bio museum, it's gonna be $20. Another thing that I will do is, so hypothetically, like let's say I did choose that place in La Cresta, I would want to map myself. So how do I get to the bio museum from where I am in La Cresta? It looks like it's gonna take me about 30 minutes. And I might be taking 2 buses to get that child. Or is this the metro? So this is all something I would look up. This is not the actual address of the Airbnb. This is just like the neighborhood. So it may be a shorter commute, it may not. Another thing I would do is because I like just having more bang for my buck. So if I'm going to be in this area, okay, this looks like it's on the beach. So the Bio Museum looks like it's right off of the beach. That's cool. So maybe I'll walk around. I kind of like to plan my day out a little bit, right? So maybe I'll walk around a little bit when I go to the Bio Museum, grab an ice cream cone. It looks like this is right off of the causeway and it's happening, it's popping, right? So maybe I'm walking down the causeway, but basically I just want to see some of the different things there are to do. This is totally different. What is this? You see this? You see, I'm finding new things. Now hold up, because this is the restaurant that's on my list. So, okay, so maybe this is just like a day trip. It looks like I'm gonna have to probably take a bus from the Bio Museum to get to this restaurant, or is it a walk? It's a 30-minute walk. Probably not gonna walk for 30 minutes, but I'll ride the bus for 11 minutes. So then heading over here, not me putting it in the wrong child, not me putting it in the wrong. Hold up, gotta adjust. Not paying attention, and y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all didn't say nothing. Oh, it didn't copy over my link. That's okay, let me fix it. This is actually a restaurant that is on my list. So I'm going to remind myself that that's where I want to eat when I'm in that area. And it looks like Naos Island has a few different little things to do. Oh, that looks fun. We love a little nature museum. So then, I basically just go through and like plan my little day. I already know where I'm going to be eating. I know the museums that I want to go to. What is this? Mine Rock? I don't know. Flamingo Island? What is that about? Maybe there's some flamingo dancing. Panama Bay. There's a mall here. Well, I have to look more into this. I got sidetracked. I didn't intend to get sidetracked. But this looks really cool. Basically, that's how I would just kind of design my day, right? So like I'd set out, probably go to the Bio Museum first, and then ride the bus, go to Amador Causeway, go to the nature center, eat at Mi Ranchito. Yeah, and that's how I plan my little day. Looking back on some of the other things I want to do on my list. So I read about the Imbera, I'm probably saying it wrong. I don't know. And it's basically like a tour where you get to visit the indigenous village, and there's also a waterfall. So there's a lot of different tours for this. So I think this might be really interesting to do. Yeah, you basically go with a guide. Okay, that doesn't look like something I want to do. Eco adventures. Oh, there's even a homestay. So they pick you up from the hotel. Yeah, so this might be a cool day trip. This might be like a cool day trip to do. So it's on my list. I'm probably gonna stick that somewhere. Probably on the weekend. Oh, so I didn't mention this. I highlight the days that are weekends. So because I'm a digital nomad, I'll probably be working during the week. And because I had this thought about staying in Boquete for a little bit, and then maybe there's a city called David that I think I'll probably like a little bit better. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do that. So Boquete is kind of in the mountains. It's further north, and I thought this was really cool. So you can actually stay in a casita on a coffee farm. Now the casitas are expensive, okay? The casitas are expensive, so we don't know if we want to treat ourselves, but maybe the budget might be budgeting, maybe. But basically, yeah, so you can stay in a casita. These look amazing. And child, you in there. You are in nature. Okay. I think this will be a cute, just like getaway. There's a jacuzzi. Look at the mountains in the background. This looks gorgeous. It says that they are pet friendly and they allow dogs on a case by case basis, child. So that means that Bernie and Frank need to be on their best behavior. But if I stay here, it would probably only be like maybe 1 or 2 nights. I actually found out that these casitas are very far from like downtown Boquete. So I probably, if I do decide to stay in Boquete, I'll probably want to be somewhere a little bit closer. But the reason why I didn't have Boquete on the top of my list is because I read somewhere that it wasn't walkable and there wasn't a lot of like you can't really get around using public transportation like how you could in Panama City. But there's a lot of like just little cute things to do. Let me actually, I mean, this looks walkable, but I don't know if you could stay like around here. But if I'm looking for a place that probably isn't heavily populated, yeah, okay. Now, see, what I don't like is there's not a lot of grass. So I probably wouldn't stay like, what is this? Oh my God, just cooking stuff. I'm just cooking stuff. Okay, so this is just like downtown where there's like little shops and stuff. I'll look into it. I was also interested in maybe using David as my base. So this is the city of David, and it's just calmer than I think Panama City is gonna be. So that's something to consider. Another thing that I do is I look on Airbnb to see if there's any like experiences. Sometimes you'll have locals doing different things. Sometimes there's businesses. So something I did want to try is I wanted to have like a photographer take photos of me since I really don't have any good photos and I'm not good at taking photos of myself. It might be something interesting to do. This is interesting. So there's a Monkey Island tour. It looks like there's a boat tour through the Panama Canal to the monkeys. There's also a Panamanian cooking class. I like to take cooking classes, so maybe I'll mark that. Let's see, there's a waterfall experience. Can't dance, so probably won't do that. Probably won't do the dancing stuff. I'll watch people dance. Let's see, there's some walking tours here. Private colonial district for a sunset walk. This looks really pretty, but it is just a walk. Couldn't I just go to a colonial district? I could probably just put that on my list to go instead of paying someone. Not to knock anybody's hustle, but yeah. So sometimes like the Airbnb experiences have really unique things and ways to connect with locals. So that might be interesting. It looks like there's a Afro-Panamanian buffet drink and dine. Do they cook? We invite you to dine with us in our apartment. I actually did a cooking experience like this when I was in Spain, and it was very, very good. It looks fun. Ooh, okay. So looks like it's in a different neighborhood. So this is another chance to explore, right? Right by the water. Everything's so pretty. Oh, this is like that sign that people go to take pictures of when they're in Panama. Definitely have to put that on the list. So I would basically just do what I did at the last place, find different things in the area that I could do, see if there's some places to eat that's in this area. Because it's like if I'm going to be in an area, I might as well explore it to the fullest. Sometimes that just looks like walking around, right? Like just getting a lay of the land, checking stuff out. I feel like I should only eat Panamanian food. This might be interesting. This must be an interesting thing. I'm gonna add this to the list. This may not be on the same day because I'm already listen. 2 museums. You really only need like two museums max, right? Like 2 museums max a day. Like let's not go crazy. La Negra Matea. I heard the seafood in Panama is really good. Oh, these are so cute. Oh, La Negra. There we go. They're like, there she go. 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 Okay. We're going to put this on the list. We're going to put this on the list. Where is it? And this is what I do. Like, this is just where I sit up, and I may want to. I haven't started a list. I'm gonna start a new list. This is a cool street that I may want to walk down. Trying to think, how am I gonna? We just explore the new Balboa. Yeah, because it looks like that leads right out onto the boardwalk. So that'll be fun. That'll be a nice day to just walk around. Oh, the Panama Canal Museum. But this is like a different area. There's a lot of museums in this area. Listen, I'm going to be in Panama for 3 months. I may not be in Panama City this long. It depends. It depends. If I decide to be in Panama City for 3 months, then I will, over the course of 3 months, do everything on this list. For the purposes of this video, I'm sticking it in the month of February. It's probably not going to happen. It already looks like a lot. Beauty and the Butcher. Is this a restaurant? Let me look at we gotta look at the food. This is cute. We like the aesthetic. This is adorable. I feel like this is one of those like Instagram places, so I would probably just go just to have a look-see. If I'm going to go to the Panama Museum, I'm probably gonna check out Beauty and the Butcher. Mola. Ooh! I told you I like contemporary art. I'm gonna stick it on this list. Zaba. What kind of food is this? Kasima wings. Salmon, shrimp. Let's see the kitchen. Oh, it's a lounge. Okay. Cute glass of wine. Okay, this is an option. At first, when I saw, I thought maybe this was Mediterranean. Oh, no, it's Panamanian. Okay, I gotta check it out. I'm gonna add it in the same, because if I'm gonna be in this area, this is why I end up in trouble. Somebody told me they never had a bad meal in Panama. Like, it's impossible to have a bad meal in Panama. Drop down in the comment section what you think about that. Confirm or deny. Who been to Panama? Confirm or deny. Yeah, but I'm probably just going to walk around and catch a vibe this day. Like, because I like that little area. This looks interesting. I might have to check this out. And maybe I'll do that on a Sunday. I compile my list and I build up this spreadsheet. Ideally, it's going to have the full 3 months on there. Okay, so I blabbed enough. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Basically, that's my process. That's how I figure out different things I like to do. What you didn't see is me scouring over the Facebook groups and seeing what people are saying about different neighborhoods, what things they recommend that you do. I can't say that enough, that Facebook groups are going to be like a really big resource whenever you're going into a new city. Anyway, it's getting late. Okay, and if I want to edit this video and get it out to you guys on time, I'm gonna have to call it a night. Please like the video, drop down in the comment section if you've been to Panama and there's something that you feel like I should check out that isn't already on my list, or that you just 10 out of 10 I have to do it. Let me know. Drop down in the comment section. If you have another way of finding interesting things to do, also put that down in the comment section. Ask me any questions you might have. Give me any tips. This is a collaborative experience. Like I said, we have 25 days of vlogmas, and I'm going to be giving you a new video every day. Be on the lookout. Click the notification bell. I have 2 interviews coming up on Wednesday and Thursday. Stay up to date with me. Follow me on Instagram. If you aren't in the Read and Wonder book club, what we doing? We're starting a new book soon, and you want to be a part of it. I know you do. Don't you? I'm going to put a link to the Facebook group in my YouTube bio. So if you do want to join the Read and Wonder book club, hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Facebook. Click the link and join. It is exclusively for Black women. It is a safe space. We're reading books that we like. This was the Aqua Black Nomad. Peace out.